And it still it still only counts as one. I think is the elephant claws, right? I mean, it's the elephant in the room. I have to kill 10 orcs and place 10 tanks. Yeah, I mean, killing 10 orcs is harder than it looks. Like, placing 10 tanks is easy. Also, I still think that in the book, the Battle of Helm's Deep was kind of more scary at some point, because at some point they lose Gimli. There is this great moment where, Gimli comes back with a bandage around his head because he'd been fighting in a couple of tunnels with a couple of the other people, and everything turned out fine. And it turns out he killed one more orc than Legolas did, and Legolas basically says, "I'm just too happy to see you alive. I'll concede. I will concede you have won." I mean, bromance. That is also how Gimli discovers the glittering caves there, where he's very upset that the humans basically use the caves to store livestock, and he's like, they don't appreciate the natural beauty of these caves. I'm totally going to, after the war, bring some elves, bring some dwarves back, and we can make this pretty. It is also the point where Legolas finally appreciates Gimli. Yes, very much. And I think, isn't that also like the moment where at some point they decide that after the war they will travel together? Yes, because Gimli wants to not mine the caves, but make them pretty, He wants to enhance their natural beauty, but not mine them and take the prettiness away, but just, make the caves the jewel. And then they're going to travel to the Glittering Caves, and Legolas will show him Fangorn, and they can appreciate, That is such a great moment. It is so amazing. Exactly. No, these jewels, these caves and these jewels are totally going to be there to be appreciated. And suddenly it's like, oh wait. But yeah, the elephant still only counts as one. I sometimes think that the only part of the Lord of the Rings movie I like less is the fact that they turn Gimli into the comic relief character. I mean, the actor who played him was amazing. Apparently, the actor who played Gimli had an allergic reaction to the beard, so they could only shoot him on certain days after the rash had gone again. I mean, speaking of soldiering on, for heaven's sake. But you saw him talk at Elftopia? Oh, nice. Yep, Gimli also voiced the Ent. True. He is a man of many talents. And just a great guy overall. So I've heard. Let's just, tie everything a little bit together in the back. You have more beef with the movies. They really screw over Frodo and Faramir. Yep. Like, I think the movies did okay with the time they were given. I think at some point, if you really want to, with the time they were given, they did as well as they could. I don't think we could have gotten a better movie out of this, at least not easily. I really enjoy the extended editions. You know, Lord of the Rings was my yeah, okay, Faramir got screwed over because they gave him more time. Like, poor Frodo sometimes gets a lot of flack for being weak and stuff. But people never, but the whole point is that, that ring, only being close to the ring almost sent Galadriel completely over the edge. And she was I think, like the second most powerful person in all of Middle-earth. So the fact that, a tiny little hobbit could, could withstand the rings for so long is a thing. In the books, he's arguably the only human not tempted by the ring. Yep. And in the books, Frodo's also shown to be extremely intelligent. That is true. How far are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we are right. But there is something really, really fun about the things. And, I do have to admire the Lord of the Rings movies just for the amount of practical effects they used. And the fact that they literally sort of hired, like, actual blacksmiths to make actual weapons for people to fight with. And, people... if people wear armor, they are wearing actual armor. Because, be honest, the silliest thing in historically inspired movies is the moment when somebody falls and you can see their armor go boing. And you just know they're wearing, like, plastic or paper or something, something that is painted to look like armor. But because armor is so heavy, like, they are wearing very prettily painted armor, but then the moment like they start riding a horse or something, the armor will bend, which armor doesn't do. The chainmail is Lord of the Rings is made from little rubber rings. Well, at least it's made out of rings. Did you guys ever see Rain? There is this, albeit slightly glorious in its campiness, series about Queen Mary of Scots, and like they use all these epic 80s dresses and stuff to represent the clothing, and it's terrible. And oh my god, 2 people going Monty Python and knitted chainmail. Hey you! How are you doing? Look, I made a new badge. You now has a purple heart. I do realize I think I might miss I've missed a row in that. You were doing. Well, these stripes are actually yours to thank you for being a subscriber for 12 months. Thank you. But also in Rain, at some point, there's like a battlefield and the princess fighting, and it looks okay-ish from a distance, and then they do a close-up. You can just see he's wearing a grey knitted sweater, and you're like, oh, for fuck's sake. But I mean, you know, at least rubber rings in the Lord of the Rings are, you know, actual rings. And not, at least they are actual rings and not, you know, knitted sweaters. But, you know, but on the other hand, Monty Python I can forgive, because Monty Python is, you know, has never, I think, attempted to be historically accurate or anything. Slept poorly. Oh, a creak in your neck. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yes, Sammy. Yes, I am. What would a low-budget Lord of the Rings look like? Like, I have seen little bits of the Soviet one. It's on YouTube. There is a Soviet Lord of the Rings, which is like a bad play. But it has Tom Bombadil. The Soviet one has Tom Bombadil, because I think it's like a 5-part TV movie, and it has the one, the only, the jolly singing singing guy. Where Tom is master. Hey, Tom Bombadil is a merry fellow. Bright blue his jacket is, and his boots are yellow. Hey, doll, merry doll, my darling. Vulcan Swan. I failed to see the logic in that. There's also the cartoon Lord of the Rings, which used all the rotoscoping. Does that count? Oh wait, I think I know what low budget Lord of the Rings looks like. Who here used to watch the That Guy with the Glasses reviews and the review site? You know, before they all went to shit because apparently Doug and the rest of the production team are assholes. It's very troubling. But they had because like, I think once a year they would do like, you know, special anniversary movie things, and they at some point did a sort of Lord of the Ringsy kind of thing, with everybody in homemade costumes running around a playground and a local forest. I think that is pretty close. These are for Oscar. I keep also forgetting again to mark them off. So the purple ones are for you, and then we have a blue stripe for Oscar. Trust me, there are enough LARPs that are not low budget. There is some budget going around in LARPs. It sometimes depends on where you are, but LARP budget is a thing. LARP budget is so very, very much a thing. Yes, some LARPs are lower budget, but I also know, like, apparently LARPing cultures differ throughout countries. I'm not sure if it's still like this, but in the Netherlands it's very normal that you play, you know, one character per event or per organization. So, you know, I have a different character that I play at different LARPs, while apparently in Germany it's been very long that you play the same character throughout every single LARP, which means that, you know, apparently a lot of LARPs will also have methods to transplant your character between all the different LARPs. But that also means that some people have literally spent thousands of euros. Where are my scissors? Like there are people who get very upset at the idea of losing a LARPing character, you know, if it dies in the game, because that means that they have now thousands of euros in a costume they can no longer use. That was a culture shock at some point, because we Dutchies tend to be slightly blasé about losing our characters. I mean, you know, it's not always fun to lose a LARPing character, but it can give a lot of play, and then you can use all the other costume things you have. So, you know, who cares? And then the Germans go all apeshit over it, and we're like, alrighty then. It's on costumes. So that is a bad joke. Yeah, you can always repurpose things, but we Dutchies are used to repurposing our LARP costumes because we have so many characters that it's, you know, budgetarily smart to make things you can repurpose towards different characters. But if you only have one character and one alone, things get iffy. I wouldn't want to LARP with only one character. That gives you a very limited range of what you can do. It's kind of fun to be like a warrior on one LARP and you know, a mage in the other and a healer somewhere else. Gives you a broader spectrum. At least so I think. Finding pieces for a character is part of the fun, that is true. I'm going to have to, I really want to get some more outfit pieces for Frontier. Apparently my character is getting a promotion next event, whenever that is. So, you know, I really want a very, very big green glittery dress. No clue where I'm gonna get it from, but we'll see. Like with most things, two different hobbies: getting outfits or costumes and actually using them. Good point. It's like with crafty hobbies. There is the hobby of, you know, do you have one in a 1001 Nights kind of style? You need to make a new sari top or find a new top. Yeah, I would really love a big green sari. Although I've heard they are quite a lot of work to put on. And you know, the importance of LARP costumes. I think this goes for cosplay as well. You know, check how easy it is to go to the bathroom in them. Also, you know, at home, check if you can go to the bathroom and then, you know, get back into costume without help. Because if not, you know, get somebody to help you. Things you at some point learned from a LARP. There was a LARP once where somebody got a nasty stomach bug, or something was wrong with the food on Saturday or something, and on Sunday literally half the LARP had the runs. There was like a robe. There was like a queue leading towards the toilets. It was horrible. But that has taught me and a lot of my friends the importance of make sure you can quickly dress and undress in your costume. Yeah. Also, you look at my pretty yarn. It is so pretty. I have 2 skeins. I bought all the skeins in the store. I was like, there's 2 of them. Yes, plot dude, you were there. The bad chicken LARP. The LARP that taught a lot of us that the best thing you can have is a costume you can take off and on quickly, and you know, you don't need anybody else to help you buckle back up. Also, you know, this is what happens when you have like 100 people and only 3 toilets. Sorry to bring up bad memories, but you know, this is a thing that I have learned for costuming. You know, a wise lesson was learned. Also, I do have, like, I don't think it was that episode of that LARP, but I have so many fond memories of a group of people doing a ritual to get rid of the rats, and I believe you were standing at the side, making calls on it, and basically laughing, and it was so good. You were standing there with the plastic rabbits and going, you know what? Not rabbits, plastic rats going, oh, this is fine, and then just, you know, whee! There went the rats. It was a bonding experience, yes, very much so. You need to revise more things for Jin. Yeah, you haven't used half your outfit in a year. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check if I fit things, because I'm afraid I'm going to have to get rid of some of my favorite costume pieces. Because I think I have a very, very beautiful outfit for Najat, which is I bought at a Pakistani wedding store. But I bought that when I was 10 kilograms lighter, and it was already pretty tighter then, so I don't think I'm fitted anymore. So I'm afraid it is that is off. I'm gonna have to find the courage to put it on a for sale site somewhere, I think. Alright, we have nearly reached the tail end. Well, you know, I gained 10 kilograms a few years ago, and, you know, they were supposed to be there. I was grossly underweight. But I still find pieces of clothing somewhere in my closet. I was like, oh dear, this was from 10 kilos ago. Sometimes you miss roughing rituals, yes. But that is kind of fun, though, with all the fun and the creativity and everything going into it. Those were the fun days. I think I know what I did wrong, and I don't think I can easily fix it. I think I started decreasing 1 row too early. It's 4 rows, not 3, I just realized. So I think I'm just going to give it an extra round on the tails, and because I'm not going to undo an hour's work. I don't think you're going to see it after it's been stuffed. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh well, that happens. Oh, by the way, Sammy, that choker. And, you know, can I say that you look absolutely gorgeous in that picture? Alright, let's make this group nice and quick. And let's pummel some orcs. Pummel, pummel, pummel. Look at this going. Nice. Sniping musketeer. Nice. I got most of the bad guys off, so all we need to get rid of are these last tubes. Damanta and Lux, you guys get the bonus rewards. Alright, so we do this one, and then we do skin chest. The only irritating thing as a captain is, you know, I have to take down a certain units, and it's just really, really difficult. Because I can only place one unit. Yeah. You guys can aim way better. But that's okay. Once you were in a ritual where things went completely wrong, things happened you didn't try to do, nothing you intended happened, later you discovered that nearby somebody else did a very bad ritual and the consequences were given to you? That sounds unfair. We're just trying to get information to see how balanced the elements were. You didn't sign up to be crushed by dark liquid. Nope. Nope, you didn't. That is odd. Why would you give the bad stuff to another ritual, though? You're currently afraid to try on dresses you bought last summer and almost never wore. Oh dear. You were nearby when the other one happened. You know, depending on like the rules of the LARP, usually the idea is that you make a circle around your ritual to prevent you from, you know, getting interrupted by bad stuff from outside. But yeah, I can imagine, Jen, what that feels like. I've had dresses in my closet as well that I was like, I wasn't sure if I was going to fit them. I just sort of left them there. But you know, the only way you will know for sure is, you know, if you try them on. Because, you know, if they don't no longer fit, you know, you can maybe, you know, find somebody who does fit them and then get yourself more dresses. Because then there's room in the closet. I mean, at Drachenfest, my group nearly sent people to the hospital while doing a ritual. That was not our fault, though. Like, we had told we had gotten permission to do a ritual with fire because we were trying to make something fireproof. So we had gotten a slot at like 11 in the evening, so it was nice and dark. We had like fire spinners and like poise spinners and stuff, and we had people who could do fire breathing. And we asked the refs, like, you know, technically the rules say that every ritual is allowed to be disturbed, but, you know, could you make a rule of, you know, we're working with fire here, you know. But apparently a group of orcs basically saw the shinies and decided that they were going to run into the ritual, and somebody nearly spit fire into somebody's face because, well, orcs were dressed in black. It was 11 at night. There was fire on our side, so most of us had very bad night vision at the time because we were looking at our own fire, and we were like, okay, you know, next time, put refs around it and, you know, keep the orcs away from the fire-breathing people because we would have melted their masks to their faces. Luckily nothing bad happened, but thanks to some lightning reflexes from some of our people, but we were like, don't attack people who are, you know, wielding torches. For heaven's sake. Like, I know you're enthusiastic about fighting, but you know, step back a moment and realize that there are people working with real, you know, real fire. Yeah, don't attack people who are wielding real fire. I think the orcs got chewed out for that by the safety people as well later, because it's like, yeah, okay, we know there were obviously people there, and you are always allowed to disturb a ritual and hit people, but don't hit people with real fire, would you? Your masks are made out of plastic, they will melt nicely into your face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25. Hey, the orcs at Drachenfest are cool, don't get me wrong. I mean, they are people who spend lots of time working on really, really cool costumes and looking really awesome, and I believe they, you know, and I've heard that out of game they are very cool and awesome people, but, you know, don't attack fire! You know, Niska's PSA, wear sunscreen, do not attack people wielding fire. Fire hurts. The pause at the beginning of the end battle when everyone waits, yes, until the orcs are done. That is such a thing. At Drachenfest did a ritual that made the Orgas sad. They found it so awesome, but they were sad they couldn't put it on the DVD. There were too much blood and gore effects. Aww. Sometimes you miss your orc, but then you remember the awkwardness. They are truly good people under the masks. Yep. Different group of orcs though, I think, but yeah. You know. I keep forgetting that if I do this, I can... Alright, so these stripes are for Crafty Mom, who is on their third month of being a subscriber here. And currently the ones I am making are, well, they are, it's a combination for Clued 63 and Selena 06, who have been here 9 and 11 months respectively, and who both love purple, and I love them. Oh, you had a couple of Drachenfest orcs in your group. Nice. There's a Dutchie in there. You got to talk to her last time, see the inside with being set up. Nice. And you know, I have to say, the orcs are really kind of cool because, like, usually at the start of every, like, the beginning rituals, you know, they will stand outside the camps holding torches and looking all intimidating and stuff. Also, plot dude, about the gore and stuff. At some point, Camp Green won, and Hey, Clued! Good to see you! Thank you for all your months of support. I really, 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 really appreciate you. So yeah, but as apparently my group was seen as some of the coolest ritualists in Camp Green, so we were allowed to do the opening ritual. And our first attempt at opening rituals were basically shot down because like, no, there's children here. Do not use 5 buckets of fake blood. And we were like, aww. But we did something cool with a very big costume and some fighting and some goreless things. And instead of guts, we pulled stones from a mythical monster to give to people as power-ups. Why? Like, there's green floof everywhere. That linen really, really floofed so hard. It was fun your first time, chilling on the hill looking at the ritual. And then suddenly everybody moved because they were running down. You kept sitting there, so they swarmed around you towards the ritual. Oh, Clued! Thank you for your subscriptions to The Heart and Mind and Gothic Mary. Thank you so much. The Heart and Mind and Gothic Mary, if you guys are here, please let me know your favorite colors. Yay, gift subs. Oh yeah, guys, for streaming things, I know I said I was going to probably next weekend do my streamiversary. I'm not going to because I think at least 2 people are doing birthday streams, including Red and the Wolf Designs, and let's not have too many parties in one weekend. The Sunday after that, I probably have a LARP meeting, so the streamiversary will be delayed to the end of May. But hey, May is still May. I will make plans. I'm in the meanwhile, I'm still raising money to adopt an ant, or more ants at the zoo, and I'm thinking about maybe putting up a thing where all the, but I'm gonna have to then calculate back, but at the end of the month, all the subs will go towards, I'm thinking about for every sub I have at the end of May, I will donate €1 to the research for, I forgot the name, for the elephant herpes. That was it. It's like, what is the right word again? But there is a deadly disease going around both wild and zoo elephants. And last month it took one of our baby elephants, but there is research going on for a vaccine. So at the end of the month, for every sub I have, I will donate $1 to that research. I will put this up in official capacities, but Clued, thank you so much. Aww. Lux, you have a gift sub. Did Lux have a sub here before? Because I don't think she had. No. I love elephants as well. They are some of the most amazing and beautiful and glorious animals we have at the zoo. So yeah, Lux, if you're here, also, please let me know your favorite color. And thank you, Clued. Like, elephants are so beautiful and smart and amazing. They are also one of the few animals at the zoo that require full-time care. Most fun free animal fact, courtesy of 3 gift subs. Most animals at the zoo have share carers with other animal species. You know, most animal carers take care of multiple animals. As far as I know, the elephants are the only ones that have their own dedicated carers. Just because of the amount of time time and effort and care they require. But for example, with other animals, usually they are grouped into groups that make sense together. You know, people that can take care of multiple kinds of primates, for example, or you know, you are a large cat caretaker. So you know, you do the lions and the tigers, and some of the others. But if you take care of the of the elephants, you usually only have elephants in your portfolio. Also, apparently, they are very popular. You know, when you have the sad thing about animal caretaking or becoming an animal or a zoo caretaker is that but lots of people would love to become an animal caretaker. So, you know, there's lots of people who would love to take care of elephants and only a few people who can. Because, well, there's only that many elephants in the Netherlands. Or in other countries. So it is usually a position you can, you know, if you want to become an animal caretaker, the best thing you can do is have friends that work at the zoo. Or know people. Let's see, so this is 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's Floof in here. Floofers. No Floof. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Also, by the way, a fun fact they don't about I think it works for both animals and a lot of the large cats. They don't have very specific feeding times. Sometimes the zoo will, like, they haven't done that, of course, in the last year because it attracts too many people in one spot. But, you know, they will do talks with the animals, and people always expect, like, oh, that means feeding time, right? You know, 12 o'clock talk at the elephants. No, it means a zookeeper will come up and talk for about half an hour about the elephants, or 15 minutes or something. But it won't often mean feeding time, because, I mean, you can see it in a lot of domestic pets. You know, if you always feed your cat at 5 o'clock sharp, at about, you know, half an hour beforehand, the cat will start going, it's almost feeding time, it's almost feeding time, it's almost feeding time, I'm hungry, I'm starving. Well, zoo animals do that too. And they really, really want to prevent that from happening. So, because in the wild, they don't get fed at the same time every day. So that means that a lot of animals will get fed at different intervals. I've seen the schedule once for the, I think they even change that up, but for the meat eaters, they have like a schedule, Monday morning we'll start with the lions, then we'll do the tigers, then we'll do these, then we'll do Joffrey's cats, then we'll do those. Tuesday morning, start with, lions. Oh no, let's start with the tigers this time, making sure that everybody, at the end of the day, every animal has had enough food and, and everything they need and all the care and love they require, but at different times, so they can't start timing their feeding moments. I think one of the ones that make that harder are the otters, because otters have a super duper fast metabolism. So otters need to be fed like 5 times a day. And, there's only so many hours in a day. So after a couple of hours, they know they're going to get fed again because they're hungry. That's what you get when you have a fast metabolism. So, you can't, because, you can feed the lions all their food in one go. But that is because that's what lions do in the wild. You take down a zebra, you eat it. Then you hunt when you're hungry again. Otters are basically foragers and scavengers who will just basically go, and a fishy here, and a fishy there, and a crab here, and some shells there, and, and then some playtime, and then another fishy. But there's not one big meal a day. There is several smaller meals. I'm basically an otter. I'm not sure if I have a very fast metabolism or not, but I do know that I am a forager. Like, I break if you only feed me 3 meals a day. Like, I know the dentist really loves it when you only do 3 meals a day because it's better for your teeth, but oh god, I break if you do that, because then at some point I'll be like, food! I need my snacks. I need all my snacks. I'm a nibbler. Hey, Gothic Mary! Yes, you got a gift sub. Gothic Mary, what is your favorite color? Because you now get a heart on the heart chain. So I would like to know what color I can make for you. Purple! I had a hunch. The army of purple grows once more. The purple is currently tied up a bit, but I shall make you a purple heart. And welcome to a month of using otter and hedgehog emotes. I hope you like it. You have more shoe pie? I am slightly jealous. Then again, after stream, my husband and I are going to have like freshly baked bread with something nice on them. It's a bit of our thing now. We do this on Sundays. Like do you guys have that in other countries too? We have what are called afbakbroodjes. They're like bread that you, sort of pre-made bread you buy at the supermarket, but it's like half done, and then you just, you plop them in the oven for a couple of minutes, and then you have all the fun of, nice warm buns without having to make bread yourself. But, you can do that with, with lots of things. No, you have keizerbroodjes. Yeah, we have like the multi-grain triangles currently, which are really nice. They are like, you know, these are partially baked. Just, you know, bake them a little bit at home. You know, plonk them in the oven for a few minutes, and suddenly fresh bread. I really also like the croissants of those, because, you know, croissants are really the best when they are fresh and they are all flaky and nummy. You know, making your own croissants is really a lot of work. You should have put on the bread machine. Oh, you have a bread machine. Bread machines are cool. But they take a while, right? I remember my dad used to leave them on overnight. Ah, it has a timer. It's going to be a bit late if you put it on now for lunch, though. I don't eat enough bread for a bread machine. I am one of these weird people who isn't very much fond of bread. I will eat bread every now and then, but I don't know. I really dislike like bread after a day or something. I really don't like the taste anymore. But you know, I substitute with other things. I have a great love for oatmeal, which makes a great breakfast lunch option. And things like stews. I have sometimes surprised people with the things I bring for lunch. Like, you know, today Niska's lunch is cold pancakes. I'm like, what's the difference? You know, pancakes, bread, and in the end it's all flour, you know, flour, milk, and some stuff that has been warmed. Just, you know. Just, you know, in pancakes it is own, you know, there's bacon involved. At least in mine. The bread machine is no hassle. You plop in water and bread mix. Oh yeah, because the thing turns itself, right? The last hour or so you need to take out the mixing blades. Yep. I know there's people who really, really love bread. And hey, I'm happy for those people. Happy for myself means there's less bread for me. Let's see. Am I? No star. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Yeah, because I think like the bread machine also goes through things like rising and stuff like that, right? Because that's the whole thing with bread dough. Bread dough needs, you know, the yeast needs a little bit of time to go and get bigger and nice and warm. Now I suddenly want to, for some reason I now want pancakes. And I once made courgette bread, or like, and that was really, or zucchini bread. And the zucchini bread was really nice because it was basically like cake, but then with extra veggies in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Deal, plot dude. I like little bits of oatmeal. I especially love, I discovered you can do oatmeal in an overnight form. So instead of baking it and making it warm, you just put the ingredients in, mix them a bit, and then put them in the fridge overnight, and then the oats will swell, but they will taste slightly differently. But also nice. And it's easy to carry around because, you know, you're not limited to the amount of time that they stay hot, but, you know, you can just have cold oats everywhere. Which for me also really works because there is like they sell frozen fruit at my supermarkets, which means that, you know, you can then put frozen fruit in it as well. And then you have fruity oatmeal. You don't like the texture? Yeah, okay, then it's definitely off. I do have to say, sometimes texture can really vary. I recently got some extra quick oatmeal, and that is not half as nice because it gets really slimy. Like, you know, I think it's extra quick because it's super slimy. You switch back to porridge for breakfast. Porridge with fruit or honey. Nice. Oh, it is a stream captain sound. Let's, battle. Great moments in between songs. Alright, let's curse our fair share of enemies over there, and let's go. There's quite a lot of people on the battlefield. Nice. Everybody's playing along. Bam, 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 ba-dam, bam. Look at this going. Oh yeah, that one went red. Look at that war beast going. Roar! It's murdering things. This group is never going to get anywhere in time, is it? Yeah. Oats need to be made well to be tasty. That's for sure. But then again, you know. I shall not bother you with slimy oats. I only eat nice oats. But yeah, if I eat bread, I really do prefer it as fresh as possible. Woohoo! I did not kill any orcs yet, but I did win 3 battles. Also, Lox, Pizza Dude, and Namanta. They get all the shinies, and we're going for skins. Let's see if we can get more skins to make everything prettier. Let's hand in the quests as well. There are no new scrolls. Why are you showing me an exclamation mark? You little liar. Oh wait, I have killed 2 orcs now. I think it's running behind again. Ooh. Gold Outlaw Musketeer skin. But I like my... Oh well. So, also guys, so somewhere last week, the my idea for a hedgehog skin got approved, so it's currently at the art people. It's going to be a rainbow hedgehog like it's going to be a rainbow hedgehog like my like the emote, and for a weapon it's going to be wielding a crochet hook like this one. Because I thought that would be fun. I feel really blessed because it is really not very easy for because you know it's easy enough to you know get to or at least you know you can get to the 100 followers okay as a crafting streamer you need. But to get to the affiliate bits, so where you get your own your own flag bearer and stuff is a lot harder. So I'm very glad that all of you guys helped me with that. Hey, Mass Bandit! Today is going pretty good. I just realized I did forget to send my mother-in-law a happy Mother's Day message. Because I sent one to my own mom, but... Relatively speaking... Hey. Like, when was the last time you streamed, you? Yeah, but I am pretty sure if you wanted to start back up again and you streamed with a and you had a bit more of a schedule, you would do amazing and you would do just as good as I would. But I can imagine that weasels make this very, very hard. Because you are an amazing crafter and person. Your weasels have no clue what they are going on about. But I can imagine that that you just don't have the spoons to do streaming. And I understand that, but it doesn't make you less of an amazing person, because you are an amazing person and I'm so lucky to have you in my life. Yep, no spoons and no space. Well, that is a thing. And that is okay. Yes, you're going to be getting a loom. I'm so impressed by that. I mean, in things that sound awesome, actual looms, I don't have the space for one. I'm not sure if it would be my kind of hobby. I really like the, throw it in your bag and do it anywhere kind of hobbies, and I'm pretty sure a loom is hard to lug around. But it always looks amazing. So I really like hanging around in streams where people are weaving. Doesn't happen lots, but you would love to make your own rugs and shawls. Yes. And you can make all kinds of cool things with a loom. And also like with different materials and different textures. I think some of the coolest things I at some point saw was somebody who had made something, but then with all kinds of like leftover bits and everything, but also different thickness and different textures, and that just looked so cool. It is definitely not my hobby, but I can appreciate a fellow crafter. Which is basically, Twitch. I don't share half these hobbies with all the creative people, but I can appreciate them doing something crafty. Isn't it amazing to do crafty stuff? Is this the right one? I think it is just it is. This is going to be a slightly wonky mouse, but you know what? It's going to be loved, and that's what it's for. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Not. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's one too many. 25. We need to stop at 25 here. And tea. Remember to hydrate, people. Ooh, Mickey is almost done with the Thulu bodies. Tulu approves. More tiny Tulus taking over the world. Plotto, you found so many new crafters and even picked up new hobbies. I know, right? Like a year ago or something, you know, you tell me that I would be doing medieval embroidery. Like... Oh, I'm allowed to show this off, by the way, now. The wonderful Vivi from Suilefil asked a couple of people to help her test kits, and I made this. Look at all these French knots. I am the mistress of French knotting. Also, if you buy this thing, you don't have to particularly do French knots. She also includes an explanation for colonial knots, which are her preferred knots. They look the same, but they work in a slightly different way. But you know, here I am, suddenly a kit tester. I never thought I would do stuff like that. Also, a year ago, I never realized that I would last year finish my finally finish that huge Winnie the Pooh ABC. Oh, by the way, guys, I have a thing to show off as well. I just realized it's been hiding under my sleeve, but look at my new bracelet. This was made by the wonderful Irene Willeke. This is a beaded bracelet based upon one of the few items of jewelry that we know was owned by Jane Austen. So it's literally a Jane Austen bracelet. People keep gifting me cool bracelets, and now I have to switch out wearing them. But it's all really intricate beadwork. Hey, if you ever pick up streaming again, you know, let me know, and I will be there to support you. To shout you out to all my friends that a cool person is streaming. Jen keeps picking up crochet again thanks to Twitch. You're welcome. Crochet is fun. And I've met so many interesting and cool people. You're still doubting a lot if you want to stream things or not. I'm all for it. Like I'm all for people streaming, but you know, I get a lot of fun out of it. And you know, you can always, like, you know, remember a year ago I was streaming stuff from my phone. But yeah, do it for you. I was streaming from my phone. You can just install the Streamlabs software or the app on your phone and stream from there. You know, you don't have to get all kinds of expensive materials at the start. Just start from your phone, see if you like it, see if you want to upgrade, see if you get all the enjoyment out of it, and you know, take it from there. Like, I'm still slowly upgrading my streams. I'm very glad with my new ring light. Well, you know, Try it at a point later in time. Because especially the first few times it's going to take a lot of spoons. For me, you know, I seriously have this feeling I have built up streaming stamina. I'm not even kidding. I just because I remember about a year ago, like I looked through some of my old statistics and my old streams were like 1.5 hours long. And I would be tired at the end of them. Or, you know, and it's 1.5 hours, 2 hours, and I would be so tired at the end of them. But nowadays, I can stream for 3 hours and everything's fine. So, you know, it's like starting running. Yeah, you know, you need to build up some stamina. And it's part also I have, you know, and it's becoming more comfortable behind the camera, stuff like that. I think that also really helps. Yeah. Talking, engaging, and you know, I know that you start out a lot with thinking, am I interesting enough? What if nobody talks back? But you get used to that. This is also why I talk a lot about the zoo. You can sometimes notice if there's a long pause of people not chatting to me, I will sort of revert back to just talking about the zoo, because I know that's what people like to hear about, and I don't need a lot of input. It's a completely different set of social skills, indeed, what Plot Dude says. So, you know, just it's my tip is, you know, have 1 or 2 topics at hand that you can chat about without you know, without needing too much social input, and, you know, just go for it, and, you know, make sure there's enough drink, because you're talking a lot. You're just talking and talking and talking, and, you know, you get a dry throat. Yeah, basically, happy little tree. You know, you don't always have to say something very smart or have to go on things. You know, you can talk about crochet and how you started crochet, and, you know, talk about your pets and... Because I know a lot of people also use me as a background thing, which is fair. I use a lot of other people's streams as my own background noise, so... So, you know, I just like to keep a nice, light conversation up. Hey, JW Dizzy, how are you doing? Good morning to you. Ah, yes. A posh redemption has been redeemed. Thank you, Plot Dude, for making me use my most posh voice for the next 2 minutes. Is there anything you would like me to talk posh about? Because, I mean, I could go on about painting miniatures. I used to do that as a hobby. It is a hobby I have mostly given up for now. But maybe I shall go back to it soon, because some friends of mine have gotten me to make my characters in, or 1 or 2 of my characters in Hero Forge. And now suddenly, you know, well, once they have 3D printed them, they will require a coat of paint. So I will actually be going into miniature painting again at some point in the near future. A starter guide to streaming in Posh. Step 1, do not overthink it. That is, you know, and also the most important thing, I will stress it again, is that for a beginner streamer, you do not have to invest in all of the cameras and equipment at once. Build your streaming setup up, one thing at the time. I started with I started with the Twitch app on my phone, upgraded to the Streamlabs app on my phone, and went from there. And then and then after a while, I felt like I really wanted more cameras. And I slowly upgraded. There is nothing wrong with slowly upgrading your stream. Also, keep in mind, phones make for excellent cameras. And don't forget sound. People are going to be listening to you. Sometimes I think might sometimes be even more important to invest in a good microphone than it is to invest in a good camera. That is my my idea. So yes. This starting streamer's guide. Your phone is fine. And and remember, streaming to Twitch is all about having fun. And try and get, like, I am not a super consistent streamer. I mean, I try to keep my consistency mostly on what days I stream, but not exactly what times. But, try and stream at least 2 times a week. To get it in, and then maybe upgrade to 3. That is also a thing I can wholeheartedly recommend. Because then people also have the time to see you more often. And, that engages your audience. So that was Niska's posh, partially miniature painting, partially streamer advice. 2 minutes. I think it was slightly more than that. I sometimes lose track of time. Oh well. So these tales are for Selena and Clued, to whom I am extremely grateful that they are subscribers. And yeah, I made a tiny mistake. You can sort of see but after they are stuffed, you're not going to see that I missed a line somewhere. So I think this is like mouse number 13 or 14. We've made so many of these in a year. I am so happy. Uses a phone for a crafting cam and doesn't have a face cam. Exactly what Masked Bandit says. Also, that is a thing. Face cams are not a required thing. There are many people who do not have face cams. There's also people who use like... There's like a software or something that can, turn you into a... Like, there's like an animation that will also kind of respond the way you do. I don't know how they do it, but it freaks me the heck out. That is, for me, is in the uncanny valley a bit. But that's just me. I think it is really cool, though. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. I think Yesinika or something does that. And some other people. Virtual rigs are... They look really, really cool, but they sometimes end... YouTubers out there. Oh yeah, they can do that too. But for me, they tend to end up in my, in my uncanny valley area. I'm like... Murr. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6... Oh, wait. You know what? What we're going to do first. Get out the purple again. And make a heart for Gothic Mary. The point is, my Uncanny Valley thing mostly triggers on the ones that look human. Because when Stream Captain does PvP, I tend to play with a guy who has like one of these virtual rig things, but then with himself as a monkey. And I don't have a problem with that one for some strange reason. It's mostly the human ones. Like, I think they are amazing and they look so cool and they are really cool and the technique behind it is amazing and still. Like, I also have this, like, in the Hobbit movies, there's a dwarf that they just have completely CGI'd and he is... No. He's right in my Uncanny Valley. Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of Uncanny Valley and stuff like that, Twitch has announced new Hype Train emotes. So, make more Hype Trains. You don't have to. Just in case people feel like triggering them, but, But keep in mind, most of the Hype Train emotes are dogs, some of them are cats, there's a bird, but the point is, I think in level 4 there's a spider, and they have used they are all photorealistic. People who have arachnophobia, keep this in mind. Also, if you have terrible arachnophobia, and let me know, because luckily somebody, I also posted it in the thing. There's no pictures of spiders in there, don't worry. But a lot of streamers have taken to banning hype creep. To make sure that nobody can suddenly spam photorealistic spiders into random people's streams. Oscar has, okay. He's okay if they don't look real or move like them. Well, this is like a photo of a spider in at the size of an emote. So I don't know if that would be bad or not, but I don't have a problem with it. I'm afraid of dead spiders. I don't mind a scurrying spider because it means it moving away from me. But I don't know, dead spiders are he might be okay. Okay, just I posted it in the Discord as well. If Oscar thinks this might be a problem, I am totally willing to because you can, as a streamer, you can ban certain phrases, and apparently if you just ban hype creep, which is the name of that emotes, Automod will banhammer people, or not banhammer people, but will delete the messages and they won't be visible. Alright, Gothic Mary. Welcome to my to being a 1-month subscriber of my channel. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for being here. It is much, much appreciated. I shall put you with the other unfinished hearts for now. Go. So, if the heart and mind and locks are still in here, let me know and I will make you hearts as well. Thanks to the kind subscriber gifting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I have to say, of course, hype train emotes are not very often used. They do sometimes pop up after hype train. Some of them are really cute, but I don't see a lot of people using them in a lot of daily talk. So I don't think there's going to be, a sudden influx of spiders all over Twitch or something. But some people are really pissed off by this. Because, cute pics of cats, cute pics of dogs, cute burb, fine. Why Spooter? Why Spooter? Also, I just think there are too many dogs in that thing. I want more cat emotes, but that's just me. Oh, Gothic Mary, redeem the Therapet card. Let's see. You have the turtle. The turtle says, your speed doesn't matter. Forward is forward. That is a very important thing to keep in mind. Especially with things like mental health. I always have the feeling that, going forward can be a very, very difficult thing. But sometimes you have to remember that even a small step is a step in the right direction. You gotta love the little turtle. I recently tried to look up, what's the difference between like a turtle and a tortoise? And it's basically I think it was a turtle is always an underwater animal and a tortoise might be underwater but might also not be. Well, that was helpful. But I think this is a super duper good card. It's one of my favorites. It's one of the things I need to keep in mind most. It's also very important to, you know, the land-based ones, do not put them in the water because the land-based ones can't swim. You know, when in doubt, just put them next to the water and they can go into the water if they want to. The zoo used to have like Egyptian land turtles. And people were like, why do these poor turtles not have water? And like, they have water in their little drinking basin there. Yeah, but why can't they swim? Because these can't swim, ma'am. They would drown. That would be sad. Hello, these are desert turtles. Also, fun fact, they were, they or maybe not, you know, interesting facts mostly. They were, they were threatened by telephone poles. Not because of the telephone poles, but because the wires on the telephone poles would suddenly make in a landscape where there's hardly any trees or anything else. Suddenly telephone poles and wires made for places where predators could land and more easily see the turtles running around. Oh, a Therapet card for you, and Clued redeemed a Therapet card for the beautiful Dragoness. There are people on the other side of the world that think she's a special human. Yes. Are you still here, Sammy? Okay, this one is for you. It's okay to float along. It's okay to just be. With the beautiful, beautiful jellyfish. This is the thing, you are allowed to just float along and be. Oh, and for Sammy, you are worth taking care of. With the beautiful, beautiful red panda. What is it, you? These are... We're drawing all the good cards today, aren't we? They are mainly... A certain 90s cartoon should be named Teenage Mutant Ninja Tortoises. Yep. I think this one is very accurate. Take it to heart, sweetheart. And this one is also really accurate. Clued, I'll take a picture of this and send it to Sammy as well. In case she isn't here. Ooh! The sound of Stream Captain. That means it's time to see if we can get skins from our skin chest. Ah, wait, 70 units were placed on the battlefield? That's a lot of us. There don't seem to be that many enemies, is it me, or... Let's haste the battle group. Alright, at least... Oh, that one was a bit late. It's like at least 3 of them are ours, but no. I really like this battle mechanic, by the way, that, you know, like, after the first one has been taken over by us, you know, you have a certain amount of time to get to the rest, otherwise they become hostile, so you really need to spread your forces to see how many you can get. But, you know, find some old socks in there or something, you know. Usually the unworn ones, I tend to, like, if I pack for a LARP, and I always bring extra socks and then extra socks, because if there's anything I hate, it's wet feet. So I hardly ever need them, but you know, when I do, I'm very glad to have 3 extra pairs of socks. But that also means that there's usually extra socks underneath in all my LARP bags. Yeah, you know, sometimes you just want to LARP smart, and extra socks don't take up that much space or effort or time, so it's pretty fine to have those extra. Alright, let's crochet these together. Also, Stream Captain Battle is going to start in 2 seconds, I just saw, so after that we're going to find somebody to raid. Oh my god, there's 43 of you! Where did all these people come from? That is going to be one humongous raid into whoever we're going to say hi to. So, that is excellent. There's a lot of us here. This is good. Let's curse that group of enemies. And let's see how far we can get. Look at my epic little bomber. Did I even kill anything? Nope! Oh wait, I did not. That was useless. I do not know why you know, bombers are not very good captain units. Oh yeah, look after your LARP tents. If they were slightly damp, they will... oh my god, so many people will have moldy tents now. Random rewards to Carrie. Hey, Carrie, are you here? Damanta, Charade Crochets, and the Crafty Lofts. So guys, next time we will be doing this guy, and then that one. Can you be Bomber Scrolls? Then I'm... no, of course you're not Bomber Scrolls. Not very nice. Alright. Who is online? Ooh. I think I know. I'm wondering, because Woolly Dev has raided us a couple of times. I'm not sure how, but she has also already been streaming for like 4 hours, but it seems like she might be going on for a while. So let's go say hi, because, you know, it's always nice to raid people who have raided you. The wind is all crazy today. Oh dear. Alright, so 9.5. Thank you so much for raiding me and for giving me 10 biddies. I appreciate that very, very much. Also, Clued, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Though Heart and Mind, Gothic Mary, and Lox. You are amazing. Thank you so, so much. Guys, the otter and the bunny say bye-bye. Love you guys. I'm going to have lunch. Remember, you are worth taking care of. You are worth all the love. So say hi to Woolly Dev. And remember, self-care is sexy. Take good care of yourself, because you're worth it. And I love you. And I will see you guys on Wednesday, when we are going to have all the fun with Stream Captain. And probably, I don't know what I'm going to be crafting yet, but we'll see. And I will make sure to put up information about my stream anniversary as well this weekend. So, yeah. Love you guys.
I heard a pop. We actually have a command. One of the... Whoa! Where's Niska? What the... Whoa, that's so many people. Thank you everyone for coming. Hi.